Good morning, folks. It's 9:32 a.m. on the 29th day, 12th month, 2022. And it's 3 days to go to a moment where everybody can change their life instead of doing it right now. Right, well, I'm looking at here is a chemmed up Bass Strait here north of Tasmania, Davenport. All the chemists are getting ready to move this storm or the actual flow to off coast here. You got a block of EMF that's been holding it off for a long time, and now it'll be allowed to go through. And you see the pulse down this way. You're going to get flow now. Right? So that's interesting. You had a lot of chem over you today. I do cover Tassie, you know. You just have to look. When I do a zoom back on the map very often to have a sip of my drink, that's when I'm showing all the whole region. I show the whole Anzac of it all. Even New Zealand gets sometimes heavy EMF off your coast here. Look at that pulse wave. I doubt I'll be able to pick this up on Sat Viewer, but we'll have a look anyhow. It'll have moved along the distance by then. Another one coming out that direction. Right, you guys, you ready to hear this? Right, this storm's going to sit over here for every bit of 10 days. Right, you got 10 days of totals to come. And if you even get 10 centimeters a day over 10 days, that's another meter coming for some of you people. It's going to get bad, and you're not going to get spared long here at all. Actually, as we get into the new year, I think it's about 5 days, 6 days from now, you're going to start an event down here. Yeah, look at the nudge here. That brought all that in and hemmed all that chem, and it's going to trigger some water today. So all the showers you're getting today is caused by this nudge that came from the tropics. There is a lot of moisture in this band. Most of the moisture was sent this direction. Some is coming through this way now. It's going to form a system that's going to impact New Zealand. It will. And it's a lot of water in that system. So as the week goes on, I'll be going more into detail on that. Look at this geocloud here. I mean, doesn't it look like something abnormal? That you would just get a stripe like that. Well, it's microwave induced. See it right here? And it'll be bombs adding stuff to the atmosphere like this S curve here. Pulsing, pulsing, pulsing. Getting fried, Lake Victoria style. Here you go, here you go. The Chawilla Game Reserve. What are they reserving it for? Their own huntings? What bounty are they going to put on the heads of those animals like they did the camels when they found out that camels drank water? Yeah, it's a big crime. Look at a HO in this guy. Or maybe that's the name of the geo guy that did the decidings here. Because, you can set a firecracker off that looks like a letter of the alphabet. Don't tell me you can't. Or I'll say you've never watched a fireworks display. And here, come watch one with me. Yeah, I won't call you a numbnut for not watching something. I'll call you a numbnut for ignoring when I show you stuff. Hawker. You'd be hawking stuff over there. That's an interesting formation. I'll have a look at that. Yeah, we're definitely going to have a look at this place. Very interesting. Oh, I already have. Yeah, I know where this is. I know exactly where I am. And I already looked at that. She's marked. Oh my God, here's another name. Let's say we got Hunha. Hunha on the end. Volcat Hunha. Voltat Hukak Gammon. But that sounds like a Ugasaka Humba Gammon. What the hell? I'd like to know what that means. That's a really cool name. A very interesting formation here. Look like a piece of halva, marble. And marble cake, sir. They're taking a big slice of Mother Earth when they come for your minerals, I'll tell you that. Some very interesting settlings of minerals in this area of the world. I love looking at this desert. It's majestic. It's harsh. It's unforgiving. But yet it'll give you everything you need if you know how to live it. A guy leaning back's looking a little gray. Maybe needs some lotion. Yeah, I see the Grinch. See his hair, hit the nose, leaning back, and he's taking a leak into this lake. My Imaginary in that delta. And it's well showing now because there's so much water and things are coming to life out here, out of the muds and things that haven't been in a while. Now, all you people dancing in mud right now, you might be wanting to disinfect your feet somehow, because there's going to be some funkitization going on. Right? Yeah. They might spray something. I know there's some stuff in the muds that definitely cause pathogens to happen in cows. Hey, Broome, you did it to everybody for so long. It's your turn, and the river will run through it. It's going to run wide through here. It really, really is. You guys are in for a really rough time over the next 10 days. I said 10 days. That storm's going to park. It's not even going to start to move south. And when it does, you're going to still pick up moisture off. It's still whipping you. So, get called 2 weeks of rain for you is not even an underestimation. Heavy rain, monsoon rains. That's right. The monsoon season is always. As I have a little tour around here, I'm looking at the pulsations of X mouth. Your X's mouth is always rattling on, isn't it? Always rattling on. And here's the proof of the rumblefish. Barrow Island's got some surface air cooler field that the people that work there say doesn't do what I say it does. But I say, do they clean it sometimes? Yeah, They have got the biggest set of surface air coolers I ever seen. I'll tell you why. It'll glitch my screen when I do this, but I'll show you what I'm talking about. There's something here of great concern to me. It's one of the largest fields of surface air coolers I've ever seen. It's right off here. I haven't marked this map yet, but I'll go right to him. Yeah, I've done that before. Stop. Right. The surface air coolers. Hundreds of 300 and something of them. Each one of these banks, hey, watch when it comes in. These are surface air coolers. Yeah, they don't emit a lot of steam. But if you cleaned them all at once and sprayed something in them to do it, to keep you from getting Legionella, because they sold us that. That had to happen. It fell off the top of a building's air conditioner. We have to believe that. Yes, they could form in that condition. This is a lot of them. And they are surface air coolers. Look at the stacks. This is a refinery for gas. And there's the storage places for it. And I've done a lot of extensive looking around here, and I've communicated with people that work here. That's why I put it the way I did. Why are these color-coded? What's up? Yeah, it's just maybe just the camera had an effect. Right, I notice little things like that. What you got going on here? You got an oil thing going on? Yeah. No, it's a big tower. No, it's an oil thing, see? It's a derrick. The derrick. It's not a derelict derrick. It's being used. So I just wanted to show you those. Robert, what did you show us? No, I'm not going to go looking at X-Smith with the base. That's another show. I have to prepare for those, because if I hit the button on that and it goes right to it, it don't glitch and stein me as much. So, to do the weather move they're going to do to you, you can expect those to go off and this to come on, and you're pretty much seeing the corridor right here is already set. It's already set for where the storm's going to be going. It's going to take a little bit to get to Port Hedland, so it has to be on. It has to make a square here, or a down coast, and then an out. And then I can get a backflow. From here, turning around the hot air and feed it in that way. It looks like that's what they're going to do. So, I got to look. Let's look. Yeah. National Loopy, compliments of the Bureau of Morons. They want you to call them the Bureau and all this, but they don't even change this for how many months? Oh, man, you're blasted. Hey, Port Hedland, the fuck is wrong with you? And the broom is about to get it for all she done. It needs a good blessing and cleanse that place of an attitude that even says this doesn't go on. Look up. Look out. Look at your future. Don't make plans. You might find disappointment involved. Look at the pulsations holding that here. But not enough to destroy it. Just enough to split it into 3 ripple cells. And a curve on the bottom. Boom. That's a swirl. Sweeps up that way toward this station. This station blasts this way. Hands it off and makes a corridor. So you ain't getting shit over here. The only corridors for rain and flow are now here. Here. And all through here. This whole thing is a corridor. And it's this station here, man. I want an image of a golf club actually taking that off the stand. That would please the sultans of all around the world. The sultan and you would be pleased to see that. And nothing to see here, Mac. Yeah, let's make that a little dimmer. I wonder how dim they think we are. These are some of your temperatures you're going to see, which is going to fuel a lot of the dynamics. When it gets cool over here, you're going to start to see trouble. And you're starting to see the cools now. I'm starting to see the greens, right? You're going to get some rains, right? Right in the trough. When the heat meets the cold, you have problems, problems, problems. Differences of flow, differences of heat, differences of humidity. And it is summer in Australia, okay? You're going to see these temperatures. Don't think just because they make the graph look like you're dying doesn't mean that's any less of a summertime temperature for the desert. Okay? It's a desert. It is summertime. Well, don't get winded up because they changed the color of something. Don't make snow look red if they want you to fear it. If they want you to be at ease, they would think it's a nice calming color. If I could change this into a nice soothing blue, the temperature would remain the same. Michael Jordan. They're sticking their tongues out at you, man. Look, the difference in that alone is going to cause storms. Look at the flow. This Lando cane has been perked here and is going to have perked here by the time it fucks off for every bit of 3 weeks. From start to finish. Yeah, it has. It's been here, what now, 7 days? You tack on 10, and I said 4. More on top of that? Yeah. Hey, that's it. There's your 3 weeks of fucking goddamn rain. Because of the geoengineers. Because of the booming and the plumins are doing the rollings. And what it is unacceptable. So, pulsation here, what happened? So let's see if we can pick up pulsations. Some pulsations are better than others. But you know what? The best pulsation of all is your heartbeat and your heartbeat of the planet, which is mighty. Look at the blast. Boom! Coming out right here. All right, that's a radar blast. Shall we go look? Of course. Into the X's mouth. The mouth of the X. Yeah, that's a believable source. How would you like would you believe what your ex said about you? Oh, yes, right? If you were someone else. Oh, my God, look at that blast come out in a curve and an arc wave with chem bombs in front of it. Look. Do you think they're controlling the weather here? I do. It's going that way. That's going that way with some backfilling chem bombinations underneath. Have it, have it, have it, have it. Australia fucking chem bomb. Happy New Year, skies. All right, I'm going to have to rein his swearing in. It's coming. Oh, my God, would you look at that? Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 plum, plum, plum. Boom, 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 buzz, buzz, buzz. Boom, 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 boom. Simultaneous pluminations. The Blackpool pluminations. Look at this. That's a land, okay? If it wasn't kept getting nudged and kept, that'd go away. And when this meets that and that hems all up, the low will turn. It'll form a new low. Right about, you can almost count the hour. So whenever they turn that microwave off, they'll collide. When they collide, particles go together, getting heavier, they don't, and then they don't fall apart, man. You're going to see some hail all mile along that line. And especially down here when you're going to get the cold coming up. Yeah, right now it's just fucking poison your asses with toxic skies. It's really just all chem bomb to feed what's coming over here. To hold something here. And they're holding it. Something out here is holding. Just your wood spot. Everything's here is going, hi, I'm out of here. But this one here says, no. I've been microwaved to stay in place, and I think you got a ship out here. Because there's boilers, a microwave, just following the very front of this thing the whole time. Under 4 hours, it has moved about the space a ship could go. Hello. Chem bombs. Bombs. Bam, 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 bam. Looking in the center of this, 1, 2, 3, 4 is that there, triple on the sides, and you've got a circulation going on. A circle jerks. You're out there occupying your skies. Don't be the pivot man. When the grand plume bot comes over your house, don't join the club. There's a guilty island right there. Boy, they get some microwave stuff out there. And there's not supposed to be people out there. It's supposed to be preserved. But yet here's the microwave being blasted here. There's boom, 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 boom. Chemtrail, chemtrail, chemtrail. Bomb field over here settling over these poor animals. Oh, the poor animals. And how about all the penguins you get down here? You get penguins down here, you know. And they're getting bombed too. You're getting bombed. Look at this shit. Hey, if you're waiting around for your forecast for Punjab, man, you ain't getting fuck all except in the very northeast corner for about 10 days. I sent you a nice screenshot there. See, I don't have to cover that today because there's nothing to show here. But if your friends don't believe it, let's do a video chat. Assemble them in your room. I'll do you a private show. Would you like that? Anytime you want. For your whole village if you like. Anytime. It won't cost you a dime. I'll do it for free. My time is yours, my friend. Sorry, you guys. I was just telling somebody. This is some of what I do. Hey, you support my work allows me to. Yeah, imagine being able to reach a village in the mountains in Punjab or down in the plains where he's growing oranges and he's worried about his water supply running out. And I now need to tell him, you're going to need to worry about that a little longer because he ain't got nothing for 10 days unless you live in this mountain region, which is going to get some rain and it's going to get not even a huge amount, but it would be enough to water his garden. It's big, actually. He does it by hand. Yeah, it's cool to know people in the world you could actually talk to. So never ever don't accept somebody on your friends list because they have no mutual. You're selling yourself short. Mostly mountains can be causing this nucleation here, but not the vapor going over the sides. Christchurch, you're awful clear. Enjoy it. I enjoy seeing the clearness, but I don't enjoy seeing it clear to me that my sea animals are being poisoned out here by the Pluminazis. With the what the hell is that kind of formation there with the pyramid and the squares and the chaos over the top of it? Chaos clouds, you better scream it loud. Have some lightning. You're gonna have a bit of a showdown here, it looks like. What do they got going on here? So we have a look? Yeah, let's have it. You're gonna do the zoom back. Right? Now, you can't say I ain't covered a single freaking place, man. I got Fiji, Tonga out here. I got Papua New Guinea. I got Bali. I got everybody's here. All right. That was your New Year's. I was going to do it town by town and show you your city. Bring a raincoat. Yeah, the showers in Brisbane, on and off all day. Showers through Sydney and south to Sydney. And once you mix the sulfur and start exploding fireworks, it's going to rain. Yeah. You're exploding your own chem bombs. And then you will be able to know what chemical it is by looking at the flashing color. You'll be doing a proper burn test. And as we head into Friday, it looks like the corner's capping it. So we're going to get some rains from east of Melbourne up through the Canberra and then bring in more cold air in the trough as it comes down here and brings it in. And the interactions of these are all going to start to bring a little cool air in here at some of your nights. It'll bring some relief to you. Because it's been a bit hot. Been a bit humid. You're going to be humid, man. This shit ain't dried out. It's a sponge. Quicksand out here in the desert is a definite hazard right now. Especially when you get around this corridor right here where my whole hand covers. The whole thing that my hand is covered right here is extremely dangerous for travel. The north-south road where it meets around here has been flooded out. The pictures I'm seeing are terrible. There's not that many people living there, but some of them are getting access to internet and showing. I'll go to some of these groups with their permission and show. I want to do that so you guys don't get a harebrained idea to not stay safe. If you got your supplies perked, you're pretty much... if it was siege warfare, I'd be laughing right now because I have you. I have you on a checkmate. Your only goods can come in through ports. I nearly flushed your east-west rail. It's very, very close to being gone. I imagine you got to check the structure, so they'll have to have a new one of those, huh? Here's your Hegelian dialectic being forced by an act of climate change, which they'll want money for that. The climate that needs to change is the climate that you think you're better than any other being. You're a human being is not a humane being by proxy. Now, be an excellent human, put the E on the end for Earth, and now you're being my friend. Now you're being Mother Earth's friend. And it's the continuing parking of this storm right over here in Western Australia as a typical Lando cane. And they got all the dynamics to do it. It's summertime. It'll get hot here automatically. It's going to steam it up. It's going to be humid out here when that happens. You might have toads coming out of creeks been dried up for years and years and years showing their properties. So go test those. How did that live? The salamander's amazing. The salamander and the toad. The chirping bird and the croaking toad. They all should get one vote of oneness. And if they can't give their vote to you in a way you understand, don't do the thing they would need to vote on. That's a simple thing to do. I don't think you need to vote on whether an animal needs a tree that bears nuts it can eat, or berries, or gives it a good house with lots of twigs that it could use, right? Not just growing something you could chop down, build a house, and take a fire out of. It's not cool. It's not adding to the planet in a permanent way at all. That's just greedy, gumming, parasitic attitude. It's inhumane. And as we look toward Wednesday, the system that just steadily spins out here, bringing down the tropics, kicking into this, is now going to be the big problem maker for New South Wales and Queensland. And you're going to get some totals through the treff. Just watch for this, what's coming as the next event. And at some point, I'll have to start a new event. Or is it, yeah, you see the mustache? There's your no. I'd call a no event there. That moment when I see that low farm there, flow changes. Right, takes a beam to do that. So we'll be. What are we gonna do? Watching. And then when that cold air comes up and hits this warm air, that's not even cold. Warm. Hot meeting warm is the same dynamic difference in pressures that could cause storms, and all this humidity here can get wicked up with microwaves, pressure differences, and chem deployments. So I'm going to expect some very heavy chem deployments through here to pull some of the moisture back out of the soils and drop them on you again over here. If you get it dry enough, I can get some dust going. Everybody's going to cooperate on New Year's Eve and let the fireworks off. So you'll already have plenty of sulfur, aluminum, and other various chemicals in the atmosphere already floating around. Compliments of your longing to celebrate a moment on a clock ticking when really the time is running short for Mother Earth herself, at a tipping point for so many species, including ourselves. And our species treats the world like feces. And when I look at this here, and I see this crap here, but it's not just here. If I go to the last family picture we get of the Earth, that'll be this here. It's not the big blue marble. There's almost no clear spot you can go to. What, do you think you got one here? So let me go to it. Microwaves, chem bombs, plumes. Your big blue marble has been poisoned by the activity of one species, on inhumane beings that call themselves human beings. And all they want to do is be their own oneness, instead of saying, hey, this ship trail is wrong. Hey, making dust go out over people they have to breathe that shouldn't normally go there, right? Because of microwave moving of airflow is wrong. Nobody, where's them saying this is wrong? While Greta's doing a disco karaoke, I think it's about time she starts to speak about the geoengineering as being a bad thing, and possibly saying I was wrong as a child to say that, and it's time to get honest and say this is unacceptable to give the bankers trillions of dollars ever. It is not a wonderful world. They made mistakes, they stole your money, and should be punished for it. We should never have to pay the bill of the thief. We should never be the victim when victimized, or made to be feel that we are guilty in the face of obvious criminality against us and all life on my planet. South China Sea. See it? It's not very sparsely sprayed over the Spratly Islands there. Ho Chi Minh City is a fucking crime scene. A chemical attack against Cambodia. A weather attack about to hit Vietnam. Thailand. Going to have a clear New Year's coming. But it's crystal clear to me that you were sprayed like bugs, my brother Andy. What a fucking shame. And they can't blur it out enough where I can't see it with these brush strokes here of undefinity. Well, I have affinity to see the undefined. As I look at this chem bomb stripe creating a flow difference that assures this moisture collides with that moisture and finds its way into Australia over the next 14 days. that I say that this is just a fucked up situation. Pardon my language. You've got a Lando King. And it's just a shit smear of man-made Kanban plumes. Let's see if we're running. I should have done this sooner. Right, now let's go to... we'll see what your last pressure is going to look like. This is the underestimated forecast. She doesn't fuck off, even begin fucking off for 10 days. And right behind it is what? The itchy kitty, yeah, more. And it's time to sing Burning Down the House because this shit is run. Burning down the house, our house. Don't they give you nasty weather. Boom, baby. Breathing in asthma-lated. I have had enough of toxic chemical disease. And they're burning down our house, man. One house. Boom, boom. Don't be letting the days go by. Is the firmament the mantle? And is the waters of the earth the primary water table? Talk about this amongst yourself. Something that hit me when I was watching that movie Soul last night. They said a line. Uh-oh. God damn, you guys are continual fuckery. That's a terrible stat. It's 10 centimeters a day plus. Every day. Now up jumped the devil. The devil. It's a Bobby Boucher mama kind of day. And as they move the totals down the coast, these are going to come quick. The nothing to the something. Right? Whammo! And that could blow inland at any time. Solve Marble Bar. Should we give Katrina their first warning? Or should we wait? I never fucking hesitate to give you a warning. You guys are about to get a geostorm and you're going to be fucked. And it's going to last longer than this time here. So for 5 days, you got to get ready. Because they're swelling the streams in front of you, right? Wet these down, get them running to your town, and hit you with the fucking whammo. All right? Swell the streams, stress the levees, flood them out. You're about to get the move down there. That's the move. Notice it now. Go look at it. That's the move. That's... Ooh. It's time for the High Plains Drifter to paint the town red. Mm. Wah, wah, wah. Mm. Wah, 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 wah. Mm. Wah, wah. Yeah, you guys are about to cop it. Those totals are way too low. Way too low. So you see what's coming? Here they come, the nightmare on every street. They got 100 chem bombs for each and every one of us to eat. Boom, 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 boom. Don't be a blue pill junkie. If you mix a white hat and a blue hat together and melt it down, it makes a blue paint. Don't take the blue pill. Again. The Never Can Ever is not picking you out twice. Go enjoy your steak and sabotage somebody else's ship. The message of the Matrix has been received loud and clear here. Boy, are you boiling the plumes down towards your coast. Look what they're bringing your way, guys. It's going to rotate when it hits that. Has no choice. Are you dizzy yet? How about now? Nighty-night, rabbits. That's what the blue pill Q-pill did. Hey, you've been lied to. Your statistics are if yours was a batting average, you'd be in the stands and they'd put a sock in your mouth so you couldn't even give advice to what batter to put out. Oh my God, look at the triple plume there. Oh my, you poor folks. So how you looking along your coast road today, eh? How's my reef looking? If they fucking my whales, they damn sure are. Yeah, a lot of low level too. This is low level deployment. Hey, my computer fan came on. That's a rare thing. Hey, you know some of them air fryers you got? Keep them unplugged when you ain't using them. They've been having fires with them. So watch. I'm not naming a brand or anything. I'm just telling you to be aware of that. Yeah. Not everything's very safe. But a lot of them are made in the same factory city, so I just know that. One of the parts in the city was shitty. I imagine somebody with great shame have to wear a sign around their neck and walk around in public being ashamed. Because that's where you're headed. Don't be ashamed for being yourself. Be ashamed for being somebody else. Right, there's a big lines of plumes, and they're headed over my whales, and that's going to make me swear if I keep looking at this fucking goddamn shit killing my animals. My shows are not G-rated. They're not for children. Don't play them for them. If you do, you're wrong. You take away a hope of a child, then you are an abuser. Don't. My show ain't that damn important. You got to listen every freaking word out loud. Put some headphones in. Tell your kids we're making a better world for them, because that is exactly the effect of what you're doing. All right? Please. In my name, don't ever, don't wind up the children. They got enough of reality to hit when they go to school. And as these chem bombs descend, the truth of it will hit you. That you guys have been geostormed again, and you are headed for another fortnight of fuckery. As this is sitting offshore, and it's gonna go somewhere. Yeah. Maybe you want to pay a rice paddy. So what, he's going to taper off up there? And taper off up there? And you guys get it. It's your turn. Whoop, whoop. Inland rail. Inland rail. They're going to take your house without a sail. Big love, people. Please stay safe. All right? Watch where your streams are, where you're partying. And your New Year's Eve is looking good for a few places. So I'm going to give you your midnight hour. Okay? Who gets it, who don't? So, let's see. This is Sydney. Sydney, Happy New Year. It's going to be windy, but you're going to get a good fireworks show. That's midnight. And they say a little bit of drizzle. That's why I said bring your raincoat with you. But they're the only ones saying it. And I think you're going to get a little drizzle too, because of the mixture of the chemicals in the sky, and the booming itself creates sound waves, shock waves that is going to do storms. So on up the coast, wet, E-I-E-I-O. But Access says enjoy. So to bring the raincoat, you're picking up some tickles of some light moisture over Ballin, and when you add the fireworks, it's going to have some rain. You're going to be chem bombing your own sky. How do you feel about that? Yeah, from here on out, wet midnight. Okay, wet midnight for you. Harvey Bay, man, you can enjoy it. Enjoy the tradition that is a new year. And if that's what it takes to make a better you for yourself, so you're happier with yourself, do it. Do it now. Start in advance. Don't tell anybody you're going to do it. In case you fail, you can start doing it again, right? You didn't disappoint anybody. All right? Don't be a disappointment to yourself forever for trying to change. It's the fact you see the change that you need to be, and make an attempt means you're not a narcissist. And compliment yourself on that. All right? Hey, cans. Dan, 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 boom, boom, plum, 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 boom, boom, plum, 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 plum. Your New Year's is a done. And days of boom, boom, dies. And out west here, man, it's a terrible, terrible start for a new year. Bless the indigenous people, over 250,000 of them that have been impacted by this storm and are about to be impacted again by this, the rising waters and the changing of their land and the stripping of the materials they need to eat. And for them right now, I'm holding tears back. Right, people, be safe, stay vigilant. And if we're all vigilant together, we are vigilante. Vigilante will win. Big love.